Football Conversations, a ticket to the fans' opinions, thoughts, and passion.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear, there's a change of voice. You know, the game needed some fresh legs, some impetus, you know, some creative play. My name is Dise Tsomofokeng. Thank you to Bandile Roro for hosting our formidable guests, the Brumfisher Eagles. Brilliant story from the lads. So the second half of our show is going to be all about the best player in the Premier League. You know, three very outstanding candidates this season. Mohamed Salah of Liverpool, Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City, and Hurricane Harry from Tottenham Hotspur. He's actually injured right now, so but I believe that the voting for the EPL best player actually happened a couple of weeks ago, right? So his injury actually came at the right time, you know, depending on how you want to see it. We've got our resident panelists or fan panelists today. We've got Hleza, we've got Lindani, Hosi as well is joining us. Gents, how you guys feeling?
We're doing good.
You doing good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where, TT, how are you?
Oh, good man.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Why are you calling me that on air? What's wrong with you?
You know
Why are you exposing trade secrets?
He just needs to get out of lane.
He's taking advantage because we grew up together. Hosi, how you doing? Okay, let's go into it, my gents. Who do you think should be taking it and why? Let's just start the debate off from there.
Yeah. Okay, can I start?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
if you want
It's
to.
simple for me. It's Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I think he's the best player on the best team, and it's that simple. He's currently, I think, leading the charts in terms of assists. He might not be there in terms of goals, but I think we more or less see his impact. I'll put him number one in terms of the best player in the league. My number two, I would give it to Mohamed Salah. With the incredible amount of goals that he's scoring at the moment. I think his last game he scored 4 goals, which is something that really happens. So, yeah, kudos to him. And then number 3, I would say Hurricane. And the reason why I have the other ones falling behind Kevin De Bruyne, for one, Salah, I think when Liverpool bought Salah, everyone knew it would be a good signing, but they never thought it would be such a great signing at the moment. So I think when it comes to such awards, reputation plays a part, and also what you win at the end of the day also plays a part. So I ranked those 3 players according to that. So Kevin De Bruyne has the bigger reputation, and then he's also going to win the Premier League, and it's that simple for me.
Josi, you know how argumentative I am.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I'm never going to let you just say these things that you're saying and
Yeah,
get away
I
with
know.
it. So now you tell me, you know,
Yeah.
you tell me that Kevin De Bruyne should be there because of his assists, right? But you know, assists can be misleading. You know, you could kick a ball, it could ricochet, and then the guy could score. You know, assists, it doesn't, having a lot of assists recorded during a season doesn't really mean that you're the most creative player.
But we're not just talking about assists alone. You must remember, for me, he would still. I would say if Kevin De Bruyne was played maybe more in the number 10 role, right?
Yeah.
He would have more goals and more assists. The reason why his assists and let's say more so his goal ratio is down a bit is because in Pep Guardiola's system, he plays a bit deeper to maybe support the defense, support Fernandinho. So he has extra responsibilities in that role. And then even though he's still playing in that deeper playmaking role, he's still able to be the best player on his team.
Cesar, can you please come in with a counter argument?
Yeah, well,
against Kevin De Bruyne. This is supposed to be a debate. We can't all be kissing his bum here.
Yeah, look, before I just chop in there a little bit to Josi, I'd like to greet all the listeners, of course. Look, to tell you the truth, for me, I still beg to differ. Of course, he does have ability on that one. He's capable of really making sure that his mobility and his constructive interchanging passes in and in between the last line of defense. Kevin De Bruyne, there you won't do anything. But Mo Salah, Mo Salah, he's one authentic striker. He's capable of actually peeling off from the defense. He's capable of actually positioning himself. So for me, Mo Salah is taking this one home. He's definitely taking this one home.
You know, just to beef up your argument as well, there says, you know, Mo Salah is a winger, not even a striker. He's a winger. Scored an insane amount of goals. He's got about, 28 goals already, right, in 30 games. And he's got 9 assists. He's got 9 assists versus Kevin De Bruyne's 14 assists. Lindani, do you want to weigh in on that one?
Yeah, I'd actually like to come in the respect of countering Josi's pecking order. I'd like to be a bit unconventional on that one. On the basis of the fact that I'm looking at Harry Kane's season and his performances throughout the course of the season. He's been a consistent figure for me in the Tottenham team. He's been their point of reference, and most importantly, he's spearheaded that Tottenham's front line very consistently. So whenever he's been called to come to the fore and deliver business for Tottenham, a very for me, a very average team. I mean, based on the personnel they have under their disposal, I know that there are quite a number of guys in the Tottenham squad who are a bit overrated, like the likes of Eriksen and Dele Ali. But with Harry Kane, we've got a reliable figure there who always chips in with goals whenever he's available, and he doesn't shy away from responsibility. So on the basis of that, I think he'll actually emerge tops in that respect. And my number 2 would actually be Kevin De Bruyne, on the basis of the fact that he's been an instrumental figure on the Man City team, orchestrating those passes for the likes of Sergio Aguero and David Silva, who's a bit more advanced in the season, to score frequently for Man City and ensure that City gets goals game in, game out, which is the main factor that has seen Man City topping the table for the larger parts of the season. And obviously, Mo Salah will be down at the pecking order. I'm not taking anything away from the African, but the performance of these individuals I've mentioned, the former, I think they've done pretty well as compared to him.
Now, is there not an argument, gents, that Harry Kane, who's actually been a very, very consistent player, this is actually his third season.
Third
or fourth season as a top goal scorer in the league, you know. Mo Salah, he's an unknown quantity. You know, he's an unknown entity in the league. You know, people haven't figured him out yet. We don't know if he's going to fall off next season. And also Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne has played in the league before, the same as Mo Salah. But this is, you know, he's only really coming out of his shell right now. Is there no argument that, like, both of these players, Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah, is there not an argument out there that they shouldn't even be mentioned in the same breath or even in the same sentence as Harry Kane, as consistent as Harry Kane has been over the past couple of years? Is Harry Kane not on another level compared to these two guys?
Well, look, Harry Kane is definitely one individual who you can look out and say that he's definitely been on form. He's definitely, when he's fit, when he's mobile, and when he's definitely playing week in, week out, he'll give you everything. And when he's definitely in the mood, he'll score those goals. But look, to mention just something else, it's just that it's the way things have turned out this time around. It's turned out in favor of Mo Salah and Kevin De Bruyne for me. That's just my answer to what you were imposing.
I'd also like to come in by saying it will be a bit of an unfair comparison, as you've mentioned, Kiseto, that you look at the experience of these 3 guys who are the guys in coaching for the English Premier League Player of the Season crown. With Harry Kane, we can actually say it has been a purple patch for him, and he's done relatively well.
Are we still calling it a purple patch? This is season number 4, I think. Is this?
But based on his consistency, he hasn't suffered a dip in form for me. And for a newcomer in such a tough league, to be so consistent, season in, season out. I think he's got a very big shout there. He's raising his hand and saying, look, man, I'm the one who should be crowned the English Premier League player of the season. But with Mo Salah and Kevin De Bruyne, they've been in the business for quite a relatively bigger time as compared to Harry Kane. So on the basis of that, it will be a bit of an unfair comparison for me to compare season campaigners against a newcomer in the like of Harry Kane.
Okay, gents, can I just quickly say something?
Here comes that horsey hate for Tottenham.
Yeah, you know it, yeah. Harry Kane, how many trophies has he won since he's been top goal scorer?
I think we can. Okay.
Yeah, how many? I think it's in the zeros, right? Okay, and
it's in the zeros. Yes.
And I think even this season they won't win anything.
They're in the semi-final of the FA Cup.
Good for them.
And lucky for them, they're playing my Manchester United. So
good for them.
So they
they
practically should be booking their tickets for the final.
As I said, good for them. They are going to lose.
They still have a tough hurdle to pass through. I still believe that.
Wait.
I also fancy more to see through this one.
I've been a Manchester United fan since I was 10, 9, somewhere there. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. If Poch doesn't get to the final, he should be ashamed of himself.
I just don't see him doing that. This time around,
with Marouane Fellaini in the midfield, are you sick?
He's capable of doing something.
Don't underestimate Mourinho and his last hope of a trophy. It's that simple. Don't underestimate that.
Break a leg.
Yeah,
he's the special one.
Yeah. And then let's look at also more Mohamed Salah. What are they going to win this season? I don't think they will. I know you have a fairly controversial prediction when it comes to the Champions League.
Liverpool's taking this Champions League.
Yeah, hence I said it's controversial because it's not going to happen. Let's be honest. So they won't win the league, they won't win the Champions League, and all the rest of the cups. So why are you guys?
This debate is about the individual's performance. It's got nothing to do with his team.
Let me show you.
And if we're going to talk, if we're going to talk about the effect that they have on their team, all of a sudden Tottenham Hotspur are now considered a big six, big four team.
Yes.
That now, if they don't make it for Champions League, we're like, what's going on here? Why is that? It's all because of Harry Kane. So what's going on there?
I mean, they do find difficulties when Harry Kane is not there. Somehow it does.
Can I do a little history lesson?
The hatred this guy has for Harry Kane.
Last season, the award was given to N'Golo Kante. What did N'Golo Kante win again last season? I believe it was the Premier League. The season before it was Riyad Mahrez. What did he win again, Cesar? The Premier League.
Obviously the Premier League.
Eden Hazard, I think it's more or less the same. So why, gents, are you going against recent history here? When it shows that the best player in terms of that award goes to the player that has won the league, or at the very least, the FA Cup.
Then this brings another issue into the fore to say that the criteria...
Yeah, what is the criteria? I was actually going to ask now, what should the criteria be?
By the look of things, based on Jose's mini history lesson is given us, I think it's based on the fact that who goes on to win the Premier League, and then the standout player gets to be singled out from the winning team. But now, I actually like to differ with the criteria they've put in place, because I don't think it's fair enough, because now it doesn't boil down to an individualistic performance, but now it's a collective effort. It distorts the importance of individual brilliance in football.
And to add to you, I think Silva could have got slotted in there somehow.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah.
For me. Silva should have been there as well.
Yeah, he's underrated.
Thank you so much. Because the thing is, right, you've got two types of awards. Right, yes. You've got the Premier League title, which is a team award. That award is like, that trophy is awarded to the actual team. Everyone gets a medal. Whereas the Player of the Year award is for the individual. So the criteria for the individual player should not determine on what the entire team has already won.
Yes.
Because the team has already gotten their kudos,
Yes.
the team has already gotten their validation, their recognition.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, Jose, like, what do you have to
But
say about that?
gents, you're making it sound like maybe Kevin De Bruyne isn't a great player. Or
No,
doesn't
he's
deserve-
okay, but he's not Harry Kane.
No, he's not okay. He's great.
Okay.
It's that
No, he's the best midfielder. You know what I think, guys? I think we had a heated argument,
Yeah.
Jose and I,
Mm.
last week Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, when Jose was doing nonsensical things like comparing
never
Kylian
nonsensical,
Mbappe and
man.
Ousmane Dembele. You know, actually, this morning I actually wanted to just send a voice note on the group. I actually wanted us to start discussing about the comparison between Percy Tau and Rivaldo Coetzee. I mean, taking into account the way Jose thinks about football, that should be a comparison. We can sit there and have a debate.
but
We can sit there and have a debate about
That's just way off the
Agents.
mark.
yeah, but they're two young players, right? They both play two different positions. So obviously you cannot argue between who's better between the two. That was what my point was
But you said-
about Mbappe
Right.
and
Remember when we had
and
this
Dembele.
discussion,
My man,
right?
wait,
Okay.
I'm so late. Oh, wait. So now, the point that I'm making is maybe it shouldn't be, and maybe now they need to just like dissect this player of the year award thing.
Yes.
The best goalkeeper should have his own award. The best defender should have his own award. The best midfielder should have his own award, and the best striker should have his own award.
So you're basically saying it should be divided into different segments.
Thank you. We
Well,
should
by a
definitely
lot of
segment this.
midfielders being nominated.
Yeah,
and a lot of
yeah.
defenders
Yeah,
being
but
you know,
nominated.
yeah.
But gents, if it was like that, then we wouldn't have debates like this.
No, tell me, no. Let's take it there. Let's just say
Let's be
in
honest.
an imaginary world, right?
Yeah.
In an imaginary world, let's just say that the award was up for the best goalkeeper, midfielder,
Yeah.
striker,
Yeah.
you know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Let's start with our goalkeeper.
Okay, go.
It's a non-story.
It's
We
obvious.
know it's a non-story.
Yeah.
Okay, fine,
I
fine.
can't.
That
I
one is-
don't waste time there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, best defender in the EPL this season.
Yeah, that one is a tricky one. I think you can give it.
Phil Jones.
No, hell no, definitely no. I almost said one of the Spurs boys, but I think
Alderweireld's
sometimes-
been injured and he's been
Yeah.
out and he doesn't want to sign his contract, so they're not playing
Yeah,
him.
so
And Vertonghen just doesn't look the same without Alderweireld next to him.
you know,
He's looking a little bit. Yeah.
Out of sorts.
you know,
Reluctant.
one
Guys,
guy.
there's a shout for Otamendi. Eh? Seriously, think about
Most
it.
improved.
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
Most improved.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What
would
are you
say,
gonna say?
because he is like one of those defenders from last season. He
Yeah.
has improved quite a lot, and he has become one of Pep Guardiola's key,
Most trusted.
Yeah,
Because
key players.
Stones is not consistent. Laporte
Stones,
just got
no.
there. And if Vincent Kompany didn't have his injury problems,
Mm.
he'd be amazing.
Yeah.
He would be definitely amazing.
But you
Yeah.
see, the problem with the defenders right now, there aren't too many great defenders.
In the league. But
in my
if
opinion.
one has to stand out, and now we can include right backs, we can include full backs as well.
Okay, yeah, here's one.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's playing for a bad team. Cesar Azpilicueta. I think for me, he has
Yeah,
been
yeah.
one of the best.
You know,
Because
I
of
had a
Yes.
very high opinion of Cesar Azpilicueta up until the Barcelona second leg.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Ah,
everyone
But
was
who was he
fantastic.
facing?
Look,
Who was he
yeah.
facing?
No, it's not about who was he facing. He should have been stagnant. You know, he should have looked on. He should have just, you know.
It has always been my opinion that guy is like probably the best one-on-one defender ever. But the way Messi was doing,
Messi can
Messi
send,
was just changing.
Messi can send anyone to the cleaners. You ask Boateng.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, what you
Boateng
say?
for me. Yeah, Boateng. Yeah, probably Boateng. But look at how Marco Alonso actually made life difficult for him.
Yeah.
You know, Marco Alonso was stunning in that game. For me, he was the standard out performer for me on that
Yeah,
game.
And he also has
honestly-
Marcos Alonso has a shout for the best defender.
Yeah.
So who do you let's pick one, guys, because we have to do midfield and strikers.
Let's
pick
say,
one quickly.
I'd still stay
Marcos
with
Alonso.
okay, Marcos Alonso.
Marcos Alonso,
Okay.
between Marcos Alonso and Azpilicueta,
Yeah,
share it.
for me.
Okay, guys,
And then
midfield.
For me,
No, we forgot to mention the left back. I think on that one, I'll actually go with Chilean. I mean, you look at the English team.
I'll end the show right now.
Yes.
I'll end it right now.
No,
What
no,
did-
no.
Did you just say Ashley Young?
I've got a
Did
very,
you just say that
I've got a very good,
a 33-year-old winger?
Yes.
Winger, come mid.
But
come
Gareth
mid-
Southgate wouldn't choose him.
Gareth
on top
Southgate.
of everyone.
Gareth Southgate. He failed at Middlesbrough. Gareth Southgate is no one in football. let's just get that
Yeah,
straight.
but remember, the English squad is not unilaterally selected by Gareth.
Okay, fine.
There's a
Midfielder.
panel.
Midfielder, let's go to
Kevin De
midfielder. We're
Bruyne,
not doing actually.
Striker, Harry Kane. Simple.
Midfielder,
Why over
Kevin De
Kevin De
Bruyne,
Bruyne?
I still
striker.
beg
Why
to differ.
overlooking
The striker,
your
in terms of the striker, the striking force, I still beg to differ.
That's
Harry
it for the
Kane.
show there, guys. That's
Harry
it for the
Kane.
show. Yeah?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Harry Kane.
cool. Alright, guys, let's just
But
let's
we
just
haven't
get-
exhausted it. We should continue.
No, we will. We'll speak about it probably at another time. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Football Conversations on 1912 Radio, The Pulse.